You know he said order 2 times. Times by 4. Hi.
That's coming, Your Excellency.
God
Also,
damn
this
it.
one is happy to present
A photograph of...
Well, that's not your handbag.
I think if I had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel.
Nuh-uh. What's that? What's like a really sad song? I'm sorry, don't leave me. I want you to be with me.
The court has not finished considerable evidence. I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed, and there's only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Cosma? I did it, Rhinosuke. I'm sorry, Rhinosuke. Huh? Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean... This is it?
I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student, but the weak are meat while the strong eat. Steak, specifically.
Guys, I took another piece of evidence up my arse.
I found this!
I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we'll be able to report to the British government in time after all.
That's smart little...
Now I really am the great Ace Attorney, Chronicles.
I'm not just an Ace Attorney anymore, I'm the great Ace Attorney!
Well, you didn't even have time to read it because you fucking just slow.
Wait! Yeah,
I just killed a guy though.
Rhinosuke. I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
When did I get that glove? Why is it so
The glove's always been there.
And why is it so poorly modelled to my hand? Your Excellency, a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, I mean... then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
This is a blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on all day of the question.
That's not what it said.
There can be no problem with this evidence.
You better know what you're doing, Rhinosuke.
I understand your objection, counsel. However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag.
Wait, is that a ball? Is that a ball little necklace?
Rawr.
Wait, that looks like the Buffalo Bills logo. She's the killer in the Buffalo Bills!
How ironic!
She's the...
My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes.
I need to become the greatest attorney.
What?
But
Jesus
But
Christ.
be warned that if I'm out by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Ow.
You know when they're making an ice bath and they don't... He's trying so hard not to react, he's like... It's nothing. It's like blood gushing out of his hand.
Do I make myself clear?
He just disappears. Yes, Your Excellency.
So, take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the code, where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
Show this fucking shit right now, dude.
It's asked you to present in the photo where everyone's gone over an important detail.
Yeah, but how do I do that?
Well, you see in the bottom right the control scheme.
Yes!
Oh, I thought I had to choose something to present in there. Oh wait, so was I supposed to hover over the area I think it is?
Yes.
Because I wasn't even hovering over anything. Rhinosuke, that's the fucking floor, you idiot! No!
Rhinosuke, what's so interesting about the floor?
No! Just here, I feel sure that around this area there's something extremely significant.
What's significant? Is there an inability to pass it?
Exercises, breathing exercises, is why we do this.
What's significant is your inability to positively identify anything wrong with this picture at all. Eek!
I concur. And praise the. Oh.
I concur.
Oh.
Look at this here.
That's a very unusual. Oh, it's a mark. I thought it was a necklace. Not like a necklace, like a bracelet. It's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. Oh, connection's gone. Rhinosuke, you know nothing about English fashion.
Rhinosuke, you don't know. That is true.
Thank you.
Dear me, I was pondering what new pitfall you could come out with. A pen, you say? On the victim's wrist? Clearly there's nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Please go out with me.
Yes, this is a burn, alright.
Yo, you're old!
The coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he noted it in his report.
What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
Why were you saying
Because you did it, like, the moment I was about to speak the line, bro. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark.
How ironic. A killer in the Buffalo Bills.
However, as Prosecutor Auchi points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown. You're gonna go,
She said, fuck you, skanky old hag.
She said you're fucking stupid.
She said you're the killer in the Buffalo Bills.
Excuse me, Your Excellency. The team at Ret has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff.
Don't you dare. Bring back our Hitler.
I'd like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. I'm quite sure His Excellency's about to give his final ruling anyway.
What you thinking on this, Rhinosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case? To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging in the hope that I might uncover something useful. Yes, you're right. I am? Oh! To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case. Damn, I predicted that. It's top 10 watch mojo. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence to prove what the burn really means and become a great ace attorney. Avengers.
So then, the defense will not present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.
It's not on that one. Oh. That one.
The music stopped, that's how you can always tell, basically. What's this, Council? Yet another print?
Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore.
Don't worry up, Rocky. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable.
Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer if you don't mind, Miss Brett. Fucking bastard, fucking prick.
You see, it's highly visible in this.
Oh, it's highly visible in this other photograph. How did the victim come to have that unusually shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here forevermore.
Now it's nice, he's like, oh, where can you see it? What? Ah.
You can't fool me, you little bluffs boy!
Why have I gone like kind of... What? Was that an accent? What did I even...
With your little bluffs, boy!
But was it an accent? Was it like kind of Irish? I don't...
If that's a game, then let's see how it plays out! Show the court exactly what you mean!
Yeah, I fucking called it, bro.
What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn?
It looks that. What do you want me to show? It's that. What, the steak? Was the steak the murderer?
The whole time, the steak murdered him.
But how do I present?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's that.
The beefsteak!
Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on. Uh-oh, you missed your dialogue, Cat.
Oh.
It was the plate AH and then like AH.
Ah.
I would guess it's some sort of trademark of Le Carnival.
Ah.
This emblem on the... Wait, hang on, I'm looking at the steak for a minute. You know what?
Yes, that's a trademark Le Carnival steak.
That's
Alright,
that's like the Whopper, but for Le Carnival. And the victim's burn
What idea to have a Le Carnival?
are exactly the same shape. Rhinosuke, you genius!
Rhinosuke, you fucking bastard. You're spot on.
Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant. What does that? Couldn't that just mean that?
But if it is the case, we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not. It could have been the day before, or the day before that.
I don't get what this is proving. Couldn't it just be that the plate was really hot, so it burnt him in the shape of the thing that bulges out of the plate in a separate shape? What does that prove? I don't get it. I guess we'll see. Well,
It does make sense.
Objection.
Oh, his objection changed me on really now.
Sadly, Prosecutor Ouchie, the chances of that are extremely slim. Thanks.
Why?
The outline of the burn is clearly discernible.
Go.
Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hasanaga?
I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly.
But
I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well. Bro, the dialogue box hadn't even finished being spelt out, and you go, woo!
You can finish reading it while it's going now.
Particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the events have pointed out.
Oh, Sanaga, did you get brain trauma?
It's a mild burn, that's for sure. Can you be more specific,
Can you
Inspector?
be more specific, Inspector?
Oh, let's see.
No.
If a plate is around, This place is around 9 degrees centigrade. A burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds.
Then how much time did train A take to make it to the station? What?
Fire in the hole! It's inconceivable that the victim would have let out a scream of pain there. I've been investigating the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of the Carnival, I can testify that without hesitation.
You're a detective, little waiter!
There you have it! Something isn't right here! As the detective said, anyone who abandons themselves in a hyper plate for 3 whole seconds will scream in pain. There's no question of that. What the fuck was that impression of me, Ranowski? What the fuck? And then Inspector Hochnaga has never heard the professor scream, not on that day or any day before it. That's right, and the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either. What are you suggesting? Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like that 3 seconds that day...
That would be beyond careless, I think, Counsel.
Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antiques dealer, I remember them, all of us would without any question have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Well, yes, I suppose.
So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream?
Did you sleep with your teacher, Dr. Wilson?
Did he kill himself?
Welcome to the jungle.
Did he shoot himself? It was so hot, did he shoot himself? We've been led into a terrible trap. Oh, I didn't actually say
You
that.
activated my trap card!
+4! +4 murder charges. There's only one explanation I can think of that would make sense to this thing and... What did he say? Hang on. Wait. There's only one explanation I can think of to exist as apparent impossibility. On the day in question when he suffered the burn to his wrist, Dr. Wilson...
I just didn't notice the burn.
He's like, oh yeah, happy burn.
Oh, I was burned.
No man could remain silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible, apart from in one particular situation.
Counsel, are you suggesting?
Yes, it's only possible if the man was already dead. Oh, so he was shot, flopped down on the table, and it burned. Oh, already
Dead!
Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation. It wasn't even wet anymore, that was a thud. When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead.
That's madness!
Please! Counsel, explain this absurd notion at once.
Order 3 steaks pronto! I'm getting hungry!
The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right! That's not even right, Your Excellency! This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly has no grasp of the facts!
No, Prosecutor Ouchie, it's you who has no grasp of the facts.
I beg your pardon!
As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurants, this whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? Let me just drink some content. It's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incroyable.
Incredibles 2, now premiering in cinemas.
I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events.
And I was French the whole time as well.
Sorry,
I forgot to
everyone.
mention.
I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett.
I have the idea and the French one came out.
The You'll have to forget your luncheon engagement, like Luncheon Kingdom from Super
But
Mario.
Your Excellency!
Bug. The justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I'm prepared to pass judgment.
Thank you, Your Excellency. She's gonna speak? She's gonna speak real words? What was that smile?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help. Especially, it helps relations between my country and yours.
English people can speak! Miss Pratt! You speak Japanese?
Oh, being chilling. I don't know, bro, it's pretty funny.
I was just GK trolling Grufflemau. My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world.
My mother tongue is the most
What's your most scary body part, Judge?
My most scary body part?
I don't know where you're going. What's the name of your cousin's pet?
As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in vulgar tones as much as possible.
Bit mean.
That's coming.
I'm coming as well.
It seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of England. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level.
He's got owned.
Oh! Well, you are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman.
Shut the fuck up, though.
We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously afford us.
Fucking simp, bro.
I see.
Do you now?
In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify.
I
your
spy
words.
with my little eye.
The events leading up to the death of the victim.
You're supposed to say one letter, Judge. Oh, my bad. And she'll do that next time.